Welcome to the fourth round of the 2016 F2 World Championship and the second race held in Norway this year. The Tonsberg Grand Prix. 26 boats entered the event and 12 of them already qualified for the race on Saturday, with Erik Edin taking his third pole position of the season. So the remaining pilots had to do a qualifying race on Sunday morning to find out who will be the lucky four pilots to get a chance to enter the Grand Prix later on Sunday. The Swede Ola Pettersson was the winner of the 16-lap qualifying race and will line up on the grid on 13th spot. Also, Uwe Slakteris, Mette Bjerknes and Edgaras Riabko qualified and will enter the race later on. So all was set for the Tonsberg Grand Prix except for the weather. The permanent rain wouldn't make this race any easier, but when the lights turned off, the boats came off the dock and Erik Edin made the best out of his pole position and could stay in front. But Pierre Landin, starting 10th, had an incredible start. The Swede stormed up to third when the field reached the first turn. Also, Matt Palfreman made ground after a bad start and was already 5th after the second turn when he challenged Alberto Comparato for 4th spot. And Palfreman got past the Italian and moved up to 4th. Erik Edin in the lead when the yellow flags came out because new star pilot Konstantin Ustanov hit a turnbuoy which now drifted into the racecourse. When the green flag was shown, leader Edin got a perfect restart, and also Pierre Landin did. The Swede could pass Rup Temper for second spot, but the Austrian could get this second place back in the turn, but Landin could stay very close behind boat number 5. But all of a sudden, yellow came up again when Christian Karlsson turned over after the right-hander. Second restart of the day and a repetition of the events. Erik Edin with a good restart, as well as Landin, who again could get beside Rup Temper on the inside, but the Austrian took the outside line around the turn and was still on second. Now it was Landin getting under pressure. Matthew Perferman saw his chance rising of trying a move on Landin. Side by side they were coming out of the turn. Drag race towards the next right-hander, but Perferman had to back off this time. Landin, meanwhile, could close up on Rup Temper again, the world champion determined to get this second spot. The first three in the race, Edin, Temper and Landin, only separated by a few seconds. But then Landin spun out after the right-hander and Palfreman moved up to second.
I had some luck there also because I had spun out and thought I would roll me too there. So no, it was a tricky course.
Needless to say that the weather conditions got rougher and rougher lap by lap, and just half a lap later it was Rup Temper rolling over right at the same spot Landin had his spin. So the second-placed boat seemed to be out of the race. Yellow came out and unfortunately Palfreman had to let pass Landin again, because the positions of the prior lap are counting for the boat order under yellow. Rup Temper could keep his engine running and continued the race. The restart, and again Edin could stay in front of Landin and Palfreman. But Palfreman on fire now, he was trying to get Landin again driving on the edge. But now it was Erik Edin in big trouble, the leader rolling over in the turn. The boat keeps going, but Landin slipped through, as well as Palfreman.
Well, I just lost the grip in the turn and just made a 360 and just totally filled the boat with water, and I can just hear my radio guy in the air just telling me, go, 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 go. And then I thought, like, maybe I'm on the right side up, so I just pressed the throttle full and completed the race.
The new leader coming from 10th on the grid, Pierre Lundin, followed by Matthew Palfreman, and then Alberto Comparato retired with technical problems, the third from qualifying out of the Tonsberg Grand Prix. Again, a boat spinning out after the right-hander. Andrei Panyushkin with a spin at the spot where already Carlsen, Temper and Lundin were in trouble. And also Mette Bjerknes loses control at the very same part of the track, but still the Norwegian driver had the race of her life. She had to go through the qualifying race and is now at 6th position in the race, and that's the position where she will see the checkered flag, making this her best F2 result ever. Into the final laps of the race, Erik Edin more and more struggling with the broken power steering. He had to let go Konstantin Ustinov, who moved up to 3rd place on the track, but got 1 lap penalty for destroying the turnboy at the beginning of the race. So Edin indeed finishes 3rd in this dramatic race.
My expectations was to win, and I controlled the race, but I did a huge mistake. But yeah, 12 points in the bag, it's better than 0.
Matthew Palfreman was still trying to catch race leader Pierre Lundin, but just couldn't get him. So Palfreman finished 2nd in Tonsberg.
Our main goal was to get around the first turn and then start going, picking off drivers one by one. We knew we had 45 laps. So, and as you can see from the race, one by one drivers started making mistakes and we started capitalising. The one mistake that really cost us the race, I think, was Pierre made a small mistake after, 10, 20 laps of pressure. We got past him and then the yellow flag come out and he's got his position back under the yellow, and then again it was another 20 laps of just hard pressure, but he drove a phenomenal race to stay in front because that was driving hard, real hard.
He made the impossible possible. The reigning world champion Pierre Lundin won the Tonsberg Grand Prix after starting 10th and is now the new leader in the championship after round 4.
All I think about now is that I'm leading the championship. So it's a little bit easier, more comfortable to come to Sarasai. I don't feel any pressure like that, so no, I'm happy for this.
There is no doubt that this was one of the most dramatic and spectacular F2 races in a long time, but the championship is still very open. Matthew Palfreman still waits for his first win, and Erik Edin still wants the gold as well.
When I do what I should do, there is no problem, so I just need to focus and don't do these stupid mistakes and fuck everything up. So I think it's going to be good in the end. I will do what I can to take this gold medal home.
The next F2 round will be the Grand Prix of Lithuania in Sarasai. Don't miss the action there and keep on following F2 on Facebook, YouTube and f2worldchamp.com.